The Titan crane is the oldest of 5 cranes on the Clyde, and it's 100 years old this year. And it's very important because it's the only A-listed building in Clydebank. Clydebank was more or less destroyed in the Blitz during the war, so there's no real historic fabric left. And this is one of the buildings that did survive that.
What we're seeing is the reopening of an iconic symbol in the Clydebank area, and the fact that this is at the starting point for the whole regeneration of this part of Clydebank, this part of the River Clyde, and the fact that it points the way to new opportunities for Clydebank and for the west of Scotland in terms of riverside regeneration.
Local people are completely in love with the crane. We've been working with them all the way along in terms of what we were going to do. They just wanted us to restore it to make sure it wasn't demolished. But then we started talking to them about how about if we try and get access to the crane so that people can actually experience what working on such a structure would have been like. You come up this lift 150 feet high, you're looking out over the Clyde all the way back to Glasgow and down to the Firth. And so it's a really great adrenaline rush, if you like, especially if you enjoy heights. The second thing is it really carries a great message about Scotland's past, about our industrial heritage, but is a beacon for future development, and that there is positive economic growth going to happen in Clydebank. People from outside, obviously Historic Scotland for instance, are absolutely delighted because there's so few industrial structures that are preserved. For Clydebank Rebuilt to undertake this work, they were delighted to do that.
Well, I think the local community can, take a great deal of optimism about the future of their town from the fact that this symbol has now been reopened. But I think also it points the way to the fact we'll have regeneration on the local area, we'll have new jobs coming into the area, private money will come in and build new housing in the area. So I think there's a lot of good things can happen, but also will attract tourists to the area. So I think this is about turning the corner for this part of Clydebank, regeneration, new housing, hopefully more employment opportunities for local people, and I think it really will be a great thing for the town of Clydebank.